Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca, pianist, composer, piano and composition teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of the channel. I'm leaving the link below in the description, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel in case you are interested in original music and covers. Going back to the Piano Lessons to Go channel, don't forget to subscribe and to share also with your friends if there is anybody that is interested in piano music. Let me know also about yourself when you started studying, your experience. Now time to go to our lesson. Today I want to talk about the A-flat major scale. We have to finally discover the one with 4 flats, and I want to explain and play for you this broken chord study in A-flat major, and the song is called Giant Redwood Trees. We are on page 22 and 23 for the piece and 21 for the A-flat major scale or A-flat major key. Exactly as I have anticipated, A-flat major is the key signature, or a scale also, having 4 flats. They are B-flat, E-flat, A-flat and D-flat. D-flat is the new one. We started everything with the B-flat when we studied and played F major. Then we have added E-flat when we have discovered in Thompson Part 3 the B-flat major scale. We have added the A-flat, discovering the E-flat major scale at the end of Thompson Part 3. And we are adding today, finally, the D-flat, exactly this one. The flats would be B, E, A, and D. They should be placed, to be very honest, in this way. All of them 1/5 apart. Now, Thompson is saying, is asking you to write the A-flat major scale using accidentals as necessary to preserve the scale pattern. The scale pattern has been studied in Thompson Part 3, remember, yeah? Remember that half steps occur only between the 3rd and the 4th, and the 7th and the 8th. We discovered when we studied the C major scale in Thompson Part 3. Indeed, is confirmed. Remember to preserve the semitone in between the 3rd and the 4th, and the 7th and the 8th. You have to obviously place the notes according to this principle. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Obviously, by knowing that this scale has these 4 flats will be very easy for you, because you know that now that if this is A and is flattened, the next one must be called B, because we have to follow the alphabetical order. We have to respect the alphabetical order. If it's B, the B, how should it be? Flattened. Then the C, the D, how should it be? Is the news. The D has to be flattened. And then we have the E should be flattened. The F, the G, and the A must be again flattened. I have already told you everything. It's suggesting you to write down, to copy here the flats, in this way you get used. You learn how to respect the way they have to be placed. First of all the B, 3rd line, then the E flat in the 4th space, then the A flat in the 2nd space, then the D flat on the 4th line. Then it's telling you to write the A flat major triad in this form. I keep repeating, same as I mentioned in the previous lessons. This is the position, this is the form and position of the C major. Because in the root position we have to use the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th note. In the first inversion we use the 3rd, the 5th and the 1st, in this order. And in the second inversion we use the 5th, the 1st and the 3rd. If you are not understanding what I mean, I'm referring to the notes of the scale. 1st note of the scale, 3rd note of the scale, 5th note of the scale. 3rd note of the scale. In C major is the E is the 3rd note of the scale. G the 5th, C is the 1st, or 8th in this case. G is the 5th, C is the 1st, E is the 3rd. It has to be done now, obviously respecting the notes of A flat. In A flat major is not C the 1st. In A flat major is A the 1st. And then you have to let them follow. 1st, 3rd and 5th. Discover which ones they are, and then respecting these form, write them down. We can now talk about the broken chord study in A-flat major of the song Giant Redwood Trees. It's quite complicated because of the consistent crossing over of the left and the right He suggested the use of the pedal. The pedal, Thompson is saying that obviously it's not topic of this Thompson part 4, but anyways it's definitely advisable to use it. We should reproduce a very smooth sound. I'm going to show you what I mean. So you have to anyways learn that you push down the pedal when you find the word, the initial of the word pedal, P-E-D. They are using very old letters. And you release, you lift the pedal as soon as you find these star, let's say. It should be exactly in this way. This is the magic sound that should come out. What do you do when you use the pedal? To explain also to you, even though I've already explained in other tutorials, let's look 1 second at my right foot. So we have to use first of all the right pedal, this one. Not the middle, not the left, this one. So when you push it down, you do up, down. Obviously in this case it's not a drama if you do simply down. In the future you will have to learn how to use it properly. In general it should be up, down. So in the moment when you play the note, the first note that you have to hold down, you should do up, down. So note, if you play the A flat, up, down, up, down. I do with the right, look. Let's go closer to the pedal. Up, down, up, down. As soon as I push the key down, I have the tendency of going up. This is something that in this case sounds almost useless, but in the future will be very useful. And then you release as soon as you play the last one. So in this case it's quite simple, it's not complicated. Few extra words talking about the problem caused by the new flat that has been added, the D flat. You see that here is needed the D natural, but here you see the flat sign in a bracket because by default in the piece the D has to be flattened. You have to be very careful here, because the first time here, in the fourth last bar, the D has to be natural, then flattened again. Also in this case it could be placed in a bracket following this example. Here the fact that you don't have anything doesn't mean that you have to play it natural. Remember, this D has to be flattened because we place it on the fourth line, but all the D's of the piece have to be flattened and wherever they are on the keyboard. Same as all the B's, all the E's, all the A's, all the D's. Few more advices regarding the way to practice this one. For example, you can once play simply and only these long arpeggios, skipping completely then the chords. So move from here to here, to this one, to the last one. Just once. For which reason? To study the different sound. Piano, mezzo forte, and then back to mezzo piano. You see, it's going up and then one step down. So 1, 2, 3, and then one down. Regarding the chords, even more useful, play simply the section with the chords. This one first, then this one, then this one, and then the last. Talking about the section with the chords could be useful, this practice, to understand better the position of the hand. Now, first of all, regarding the arpeggios, I'll show you what I mean. I'm playing simply the arpeggios, skipping completely the chords. So the first 4 bars, then I skip the following 4 bars, and I go to the following 4 simple arpeggios. Now, piano, and I use also the soft pedal, the left pedal, if you have, to help. Now I skip the 4 bars with the chords, I move to the one with the mezzo piano. Now I go to the one with the mezzo forte. And back to the one with the mezzo piano, starting from the E flat. I have to also admit that the volume of my piano was a bit less than half, so it's not really that powerful. Talking about the section with the chords, that is exactly this one, or these, and the last, you can do. So the first time you start from 1, 3 right hand and 3 left hand. then the following one, the one starting at the beginning of the second page, we were here, yeah? The left will start with the second finger, and the right will be simply shifted. Now I jump to the third bar of the second line, where, look what happened, the third is here, and 1 and 3 of the right goes back to C and E, C and E flat, same as it was at the beginning. Here we start with E flat and G. So now this one is this. And we end with a completely different position, the last 4, these chords. I hope that this idea can help you even more studying it well. Now I can play it at higher speed, even though anyways the speed is quite slow, because andantino is a slow tempo. And then I will play anyways very slow. Now time to play it slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2. I hope it's all clear, that you have not only appreciated but also understood everything. If you have any question, feel free to comment. Thanks to everybody that is following my channel. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel, thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe. And see you in the next one. All the best.